Hey Farm Girl, welcome back. This is the first of two parts. We've been busy taking our baseline measurements, doing our initial evaluations to get started in our new life of fitness. So where do we go from here, Kori?
Well, we're going to talk about setting goals. And so we're going to go into the Little Red Barn because it's cold here today. And we're talking about what do we do with those measurements.
Let's go talk inside.
All right. It's cold. Bye, Cat.
Oh, great. Well, that's better, Kori. It's nice and peaceful in here. No wind. Making
Warm.
Terrible noises. Exactly. All right. So we took our measurements. We did our push-ups and sit-ups, and we got the tape measure out, and I know exactly where I'm starting. Say we're talking all about me. What do I do now? How am I going to address the things that I'd like to change about myself in order to get more fit?
We're going to set SMART goals. So the first thing we're going to do is, what kind of goals do I set? Maybe my goals are really lofty. I want to lose 100 pounds. Great.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. How are we going to get there? Well, the first thing is our goals need to be simple and specific. So really break that down. If you have a lofty goal of 100 pounds, let's break that down to begin with. Let's make it really simple. So we know it's weight. So what was one of your goals when you said, I want to lose this much weight? You broke it down into a small piece.
Well, you know, I've heard it, and it's pretty ambitious to lose a couple of pounds a week. You know, if you can do that consistently, that's probably considered reasonable. So then I thought, how long will it take me to lose 50, 26 weeks, plus you build in a few more because maybe you have a couple of off weeks or something. So that's kind of how I started deciding what to set for a goal.
And that's absolutely perfect. That's a simple, very specific goal, 1.5 to 2 pounds a week. Excellent. In addition, the next thing is it measurable? So we started with your measurements.
Right.
We have your goal of 1.5 to 2 pounds a week. That's measurable. I can see that I've obtained that little goal, and then ultimately, 6 months later, you could see you've attained your 50 pounds.
Exactly.
So you can celebrate. So
That's
it's
right.
measurable. Is it achievable?
Can we do it? I mean, yeah, it's not 100 pounds in 2 weeks,
No, that would not be
That's not
achievable, and you'd be
achievable.
disappointed. So by setting your achievable goal of 1 to 2 pounds a week, you can celebrate, you can see it, you can slowly measure it as you're going toward the big goal, because it's easy to get lost along the way if you just say, in 6 months I'm going to weigh 50 pounds less.
Right.
But you don't have little goals and measures along the way. So it's achievable. 1.5 to 2 pounds a week is achievable.
Exactly.
Is it relevant?
Right.
Is this important? Is this goal that you've set, is this important to you? How is it relevant to you? Why is it important to you? How does it relate to you that this is,
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's got to make a difference in my life. I've got to be motivated to actually do it because it's probably going to be work. I mean, it's probably going to mean change, which is hard. So if it's not really relevant, you're going to lose your motivation.
So it may be that it's a health issue, and you're like, you know what?
Tired of the blood pressure medicine, tired of the insulin, tired of the huffing and puffing, whatever. Is challenging.
And maybe it's, I have one of my clients. She was 42 years old and had a newborn baby. She was about 35 pounds overweight, and what was relevant for her was, I want this child to grow up, and I want to be there, and I want to be at their college graduation, and frankly, I want to be able to run around the playground. But her goal, which was relevant to her, was to be there to raise that baby, and it made her do the work because she had a reason behind her goal. So what is your reason behind your goal? How is it relevant to you? Because that's your motivator, And then, is it timely? Setting a goal like you did where it was in smaller increments so that you can have little celebrations along the way.
Exactly.
And build your way up to that success so you're like, wow, I'm there, I did it, and then I celebrate that one little, each time that achievement is celebrated.
And if you don't have a time frame, it's easy just to let it go away. If you're not actually, I work really well with deadlines. I have to have deadlines. If you just ask me to do something, maybe I'll get around to it, maybe I won't. I'm sorry, that's just a personality thing, but I think we all, if we know there's a deadline looming, are going to work to achieve it.
That's absolutely true, because what will happen is a year from now, you'll be wishing you started.
Exactly. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all those measurements and we're going to apply these S.M.A.R.T, these SMART goals, to these measurements, how you want to change. We also want to address the individual things that you have talked to us about on Facebook, the things that are obstacles and challenges for you. We want to take those one at a time and deal with those. And we're going to do that more in our next episode, in our part 2. For instance, like Barb, she wants to know what to do with a spouse that's not supportive. Peggy is real concerned because she's been brought up to clean her plate, and that's really hard to overcome. Things like that. Yeah. So I think that's what we'll probably talk about in our next episode.
So if you haven't had a chance to start, you can start today. You can do your measurements, and we're going to post. You can email us, or you can go on Facebook and get the document on how to set your SMART goals. It talks you through it. It walks you through the whole process, helps you with accountability. And it's just going to be really great.
Yeah, if you have any particular hang-ups, like you can't figure out how to do it, please just message us on Facebook and we will address your issues.
Yeah, we're here for you.
And with that, we will just leave you till next week. Have a great active week, throwing covert activity into your day.
Yep, don't forget to tell us how you snuck in fitness.
That's right, that's right. And we will be fitter than we were a week ago next time we talk.
And when you do your measurements, let us know because you can get your gloves.
Oh, that's right, gloves. Our winners
now,
are
who
still
got their
coming
gloves?
in. Well, Lori and Denise and Savette and Cynthia and Brenda.
All
They're
right.
all getting gloves because they are making that first positive step. That's awesome. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.